a.m. on June 12th, 2020. And today's question is going to be, if elected to office, what are your goals that you want to accomplish for Hawaii and the steps needed to accomplish your goals? So, there's three goals that I would like to accomplish. The first one is going to be balancing the left and the right, or Democratic and Republican, like the values, and bring everything back into alignment and centered. Second is going to be community, through strengthening the community. And the third is healing the wounds. So, for balancing the left and the right, I feel like um, the Democratic values, or like the left, and the Republican values, which on the right, they are both needed in government. But right now, everything is so polarized that it's hard to get anywhere. It's like one oar of the ship is going one way, the other one's going the other way, another one's going the other way, and it's just, we're not getting anywhere. So some good values of the um, of democracy, that I think we should be working towards is like taking care of the community, and yeah, I guess it's more like making sure the majority is oh man, this is hard to explain. Okay, yeah, so let me backtrack a little bit. So the democratic values, in my view, are taking care of the community, making sure um, the people are taken care of, um, and that's balanced out by the Republican values of making sure that people's rights aren't being violated while we're taking care of the community. So there needs to be a balance to where we're not just taking too much care of the community, where the community becomes too reliant on government or someone else taking care of them, or other people's money taking care of them. Um, People need to, there are people who need help, who can't help themselves, and those are the people that we should be caring for. And on the other side of the Republican values, we can't be taking care of people too much to where we're losing everything to take care of some people. So we need to find that balance to where um, things are being done for the good of everyone, for the good of the community, um, without sucking dry the individual as well. Um, so the other goal I would like to accomplish is strengthening the community. And I feel that to to move forward as, as a state or as a people, um, it needs to start at the community level. We need to start working together at a community level, and as each community is working together, it will be like a domino effect to where everyone is essentially starting to work forward, work together, work towards the same general ideas or visions that we see um, for everyone. And essentially, it's for everyone to be happy, and to thrive and prosper. Um, the way I would like to do that is, I would like to actually start, um, if I can um, get people in every community or every neighborhood to start gathering once a month at their local park, or you know um, a place where people feel safe and comfortable to gather. If everyone can gather once a month and talk about how um, they want to handle certain issues, and then send me that information, then we can start moving forward, because people will be um, reaching an agreement in how the majority want to proceed. And then when I see um, everyone's agreements or thoughts in a community sense, it will be much easier to see what the general consensus is. And I think another good thing of setting up monthly meetings in a community park or a community center would be that the children would start, interacting more together and learning more about each other and make developing the friendships and the bonds and ties needed for older age or like adulthood outside of school. And another um, idea as well that I had about the community is um, the issue's been brought up to me that not a lot of, or that after school programs can't take as many kids that actually need the after school programs. So just a thought that I've had is that if, say for example, in the community meetings, everyone says, okay, everyone volunteers one day out of the month, and there's two adults on Monday, another two adults on Tuesday, another two adults on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all throughout the month, and then the next month, pick different days or different partners to partner with, but to be able to watch the children after school at the community park and teach the children, pass on their knowledge that they have. It could be from arts or sciences or whatever it is that those two particular adults that are watching the kids after school for that day, whatever it is that they want to pass on to the children, they can learn that, and that will pass on so much knowledge as well and build community bonds. And another thing too is if we can start planting community gardens in the local parks, the food, it will be right there. And if the children are there every day with taking care of the garden as well, everyone brings a little water bottle, just put some water on each plant, and then children will start um, being reconnected to the earth and reconnected to their food and understanding what it needs, what is needed to grow food. And as time goes on, you know the the during the community meetings and the community parks, I mean yeah, community gardens. Oh man, today I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going all off track everywhere, or unable to explain my thoughts properly, but basically I feel that to strengthen the community, there's all these options that we have that we can do to just get together and start doing little things, starting with our local park. And then, like, if you can grow a garden in your home, you should definitely do that, especially for, like, the year that we've been having. Like, I would definitely be prepared with growing food. But if we can instill it in children in their own local parks, I feel like it will have a domino effect over their lives. And though we may never see the fruit that comes from those trees, our children will, and our grandchildren will. And eventually, these barren parks that we have around will be like little gardens of Eden in a sense. And then the third goal I would like to accomplish would be to heal the wounds that have been affecting people's lives since the overthrow of the queen. I think it wasn't done right. It wasn't legal. It wasn't, it was very hurtful to a lot of people, and that hurt is still reflected today. And if we can, if everyone can come to an agreement that, what, we do need to acknowledge what happened in the overthrow. We need to make it right. I think a lot of wounds that people have and anger towards tourism and towards outsiders or foreigners, I think a lot of those wounds would begin to heal because everything will have been made right. And though we can't erase what happened, just acknowledging it and moving forward to correct the issue will be a big step in helping Hawaii move towards being a place of peace and love and prosperity, because there won't be that anger inside, that hurt, that feeling of people are coming here just to pillage the resources and the people and then just leave. but yet there's all this destruction left in the wake. So I think we need to be more conscious that there is a very deep wrong that happened, and we need to move forward to acknowledging it and correcting it and helping heal the people, because it's a generational pain that's happening. And um, I don't want to say there's fake smiles when visitors come or when tourists come, but I definitely think there is anger underneath the smiles when people are welcomed at the airport. And I totally understand. Like I can relate in a sense, being from Texas, that was Mexico before, and um, before it was like the Republic of Mexico. It was the Aztec confederacy. So it's like been taken over, and now we're like called illegal on our own land, and so I feel like that's happening here, and I want to help correct that and help fix that before 500 years pass and it's like, and people here are in the same position my people are in back home. So I think those are the three goals that I would like to accomplish, which is, just to reiterate, it's just balancing the values from the left and the right, um, strengthening the community, and healing the wounds and injustices that have happened. So that's pretty much where I'm going to end my live video here, or at least this question and this answer. Yeah, question and answer. Wow, is Mercury retrograde affecting me already? Oh, that's another point I wanted to bring up. So next week, I think I'm going to keep doing videos about once a day, but then after Friday, from I think it's June 18th to July 12th, is when Mercury retrograde is going to be happening, and there's going to be a lot of miscommunications, kind of like right now where I'm like brain farting, stuttering, like, or other technological issues as well, like computer malfunction or things like that. So just to avoid that, I'm going to hold off on the lives for about a month until Mercury comes back direct, just so, to avoid problems or miscommunications while trying to do a live. And if on Monday when I'm trying to do a live stream again, like I feel, or if I feel like still kind of that Mercury effect, I might just stop on Monday. But okay, so yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. You can stick around if you want to. I'm just gonna be, trying to troubleshoot my screen share, because if you've stuck around, if you've seen the other videos, you'll see that I've been trying to get the screen share to go. So things might get kind of boring from now on, in this video at least, while I troubleshoot this.